What's up, y'all? This is Ty. Listen, I was minding my business, right? Came home, said I was going to watch Who Killed Sarah Season 2 on Netflix. But then I got a text from my boy L telling me that The Shy Season 4 premiere was on YouTube for free. I said, what? Let me check this out. It wasn't no bootleg. It wasn't nothing illegal. Showtime released it on YouTube. So I had to go watch it. Y'all need to go watch it. It's right there. Season 4 of The Shy. You know, I love this show, so I had to watch it. And I'm so glad that I did because it was so good. That opening scene, that opening montage, they had the Otis Redding playing. Oh, she may be weary. Young girls, they do get weary wearing that old shaggy dress. So that's playing, right? Try a little tenderness. So as that's playing, right, we see Kevin in his nice little outfit, little suit on, walking down the hall, and it's like, what is he looking for? Because he looked like he's looking for something. He's trying to open the door, it won't open. It's not sentimental, no, no, no. I'm painting a picture for you if you ain't see it. She has her cares. That's Otis Redding playing. Kevin's still walking down, looking for stuff. What is he looking for? I'm like, what is he looking for? Meanwhile, while he's doing that, they show Emmett. Emmett is sweating and looks like he's in the bathroom. Somebody's banging on the door. Try a little tenderness. That's still playing. It's getting intense. I'm like, well, what's going on right here? Keisha is giving birth. She's in the water giving birth. She's like, ah! It's not sentimental. Y'all got the picture, right? So as that's happening, then we see Duda in his suit, and then we see Imani. She looked like she's mad with somebody. She's throwing something at somebody. Then we see Emmett's fiance and the girl he was banging. I forgot Lala's name on the show. And I'm like, what's going on? Then they go to try a little tenderness. This Kevin walking. He looks up the hall. He looks up the stairwell. And who's in the stairwell but Gemma and Jake? That's his friend and his girlfriend. And they're in the stairwell kissing. Yo, I was so crushed for him. I was like, yo, what is this? When did this happen? What is this? What is this? What happened to the bro code? What is this? But it was funny because people was like, oh, Gemma for the streets now. So we just gonna leave Jake out of this? You supposed to be my boy. You don't betray your brother like that. What's good? Your friend. You don't, that's low. I was like, what is this? So still, the music's still playing. Poor Kevin. Now he crying. He hurt. I felt his pain. He hurt. He's runs, whatever. Then they show Duda, and Duda's on the roof in his nice suit. Then bang, somebody shoots him. So it's like, okay, they did this whole build up for us. And it's like, okay, so who shot him? And then it goes into 1 month earlier. They rewind back. So I love that. Whoever thought of that, putting that Otis Redding, try a little tenderness. You know, that Otis Redding, that gritty. It's not sentimental. No, 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 no. That was dope. That was definitely dope. That was dope. So I'm here to talk about it. And shout outs to all my people in the comment section and all my subscribers and all you new people. Won't you try to hit that subscribe button? Don't try. Hit the subscribe button. Come on in. Let's talk about this show. I'm telling you, I enjoyed it. So now, they go into 1 month earlier. We see Kevin and Gemma in the bed. You know, first of all, young lady, why you got this little boy up in your house like this? Your father gonna kill you. That's the first thing I was thinking. Your father gonna kill you. So they get up. He's like, oh my goodness. She's like, my father's gonna be here soon. So he throws his clothes out the window and he goes out of the window. So he thinks he's in the clear. But see, Gemma's dad has cameras everywhere. You know, he got money, so he got the good cameras and everywhere. And he's like, this little Negro here. He got the cameras set up. This little Negro, he think he's slick. And I thought that was hilarious. And I have to give a shout out to Gemma's father, because I'm telling you right now, as a father, my daughter have some dude up in this house and he climbing out my window when getting dressed and then gonna try to play me and come back to the front door and speak. I'm punching him in his face. I am. I don't think I could have held it in like that. I would have been a little annoyed. Like, you coming out the window, my neighbors seeing you. Look, I'm making this about me. Look, let me get back to the episode. Let me get back to the episode. So anyway, they have this hilarious conversation because, kids don't know. The parents are always a step ahead a lot of times. You think you're getting away with stuff. So I like how Jim's father is playing it cool. And he's like, yeah, you think you're getting away with this stuff, but I see you. I know what's going on. I ain't stupid. I know exactly what's going on here. So then later on in this episode, Kevin tells Gemma he loves her. And that put more salt in the wounds for me. Because I'm like, damn, he said he loved this chick. And I'm thinking, but she going to end up messing with your boy like that. And she said she loves you in front of your boy. So he knows it. Jake, you know it too. What is wrong with y'all? But they young, y'all. They young. But I was like, oh, this is so crazy. So now he tells her, listen, I'm not going with you to the BAM or whatever it was called. And Kevin's going to go with Jake to a basketball game. On their way there, Jake gets into a little confrontation with this other young man, and the police are there, and the police ask Jake doesn't have uniform on, and they ask Jake for his identification. He refuses. Kevin feels like, just show him your ID. And he's like, no, I ain't got to show you. No, I ain't showing him nothing. He slams him down. The cop slams him down. Totally unnecessary. Totally excessive. Slams him down onto the ground and starts pounding on him. Now I'm pissed off. But what was it? Papa's girlfriend records it, and it really affected Kevin. Kevin was really affected, but he feels like, don't show this recording. Nobody needs to see this recording. Jake don't want nobody to see that the police roughed him up. He don't want to see that he got punked by the police. Nah, I have to disagree with you on this, Kevin. I have to disagree. That recording needs to be released so they could show how terrible this police brutality actually is. So now, that Jake don't miss no meals according to his brother Trig, and they waiting for him at home, and he ain't come in yet. And then he finds out that Jake is at the hospital, and Trig loses it, and also Duda finds this out as well. And they had Jake handcuffed to the bed like a criminal, and Duda used his powers like uncuff him. You know who I am? Take them cuffs off that boy. He said, I'm gonna handle this. But Trigger's like, no, I'm gonna handle this my way. Now let's move on to Duda. Duda and his wife, I believe her name is Rose. He's trying to get in the business with Tracy. Tracy is a little bit reluctant. He's like, I like what you do here and all this other stuff. She's like, you ain't nothing but a crook in a suit. Oh, I'm supposed to be moved by you and your money. What do you want? But then we see she start feeling old boy a little bit. She's like, she started getting a little attraction. So he invites her. He says, listen, come to my event later with me and my wife and all this other stuff. And then we see a funny exchange at that event where Tracy is kind of feeling him. And Jada's is, what's her name? Is her name Jada? They're like, yeah, you better go get that money, whatever. So they have this conversation. And then Duda's wife tells her, you want to sleep with my husband, don't you? It's okay. I don't mind sharing. I was like, whoa. So this is one of them couples right here. She was like, I don't mind sharing. You want to sleep with my husband? Have at it. So that's interesting to see where that's going to lead. And later on in that episode, we see that Duda and Tracy do have another exchange back at the center where she's painting. He's dressed to the nines, and he takes his shirt off. He takes his suit off, I should say, and he's in his undershirt, and he's helping her paint. So I said, yeah, he about to tap that. We'll see in the next episode. Something gonna happen with that. So that was that. Moving right along, Kevin is very triggered, very upset about this whole ordeal. He didn't even go see Jake in the hospital immediately. So to me, I'm like, oh, so they're showing us how their relationship is going to kind of change. And I'm thinking maybe this is how Jake and Gemma kind of bond over that whole police brutality thing. And, Kevin is not taking this well. Even Keisha tries to speak to him and tell him, you got to release the pain. and things like that. She has this conversation with him, because she went through a lot. She's like, I know how it is to bottle things up and try to make the pain go away. Now, this was very interesting. Keisha has decided. So now let's move right on to Keisha and her story. Keisha is looking for someone to adopt her child. As we know, she went through a lot last year with the kidnapping and all of that stuff. She's pregnant. She doesn't want to didn't want to abort the baby, but she doesn't want to raise the child as her own. She wants to give it up for adoption, so she's looking for a good family to give it to. And that's what we see Tabitha Brown. Y'all know that woman from, I see her on TikTok all the time. Good to see her in this role. And she's playing this woman who clearly has money in a beautiful house. One thing when I watch these shows, I'll be looking at houses. When I see nice houses and nice apartments, I'll be like, dang, that look nice right there. I like that. I just imagine myself there like, I like that. I like the sun coming in. Anyway, let me get back to the story. So anyway, as Keisha and her mom are interviewing Tabitha's character, they notice that there's a little tension between the husband and wife, and Keisha tells her, like, well, what is this with you and your husband? Because, anybody that adopts my child, I come from a divorce home, and I don't want that for my child. That's what she said. That's not what I want. I want my child to be raised in a stable, good environment, 2-parent home. But you know what? Nothing's going to be perfect, Keisha. I get what you're saying, but nothing's going to be perfect. But I do get what she's saying. Also, before I forget, let me go back to Duda for just a second. Did y'all catch what I caught in the restaurant, in Emmett's restaurant? Did y'all catch how the people were talking about Duda, and they were like, oh yeah, he's a thug, he's a criminal, he ran the mob, or whatever group he ran. And somebody mentioned Brandon. They said, I heard that he's in witness protection. That was clever. Because, a lot of fans were saying, bring back Brandon. And that could be a possible way to bring him back, right? But then again, the actor, he got into a lot of trouble. Maybe they won't bring back that actor. Maybe they'll bring somebody else to play Brandon. Who knows? But they're trying to say, he's not really dead. They said, the rumor I heard was he wasn't really dead. He's in witness protection. Who knows? Just something that's out there. And maybe it's a possibility. What you guys think about that? That's what everybody was. I saw some of that going around on the internet, and I caught that. And I was like, oh, look at that little reference right there. I caught that. Now let's move on to Emmett, who had me laughing this entire episode. This was crazy because what's her name? I call her Lala still, but Dom, I think her name is Dom on this show. Emmett slept with her, then proposed to his girlfriend right in front of her, which was crazy. Now he's working with her still. And now his daddy is dating the girl. And I thought that was hilarious. He's like, oh, I don't want to see this. I don't want to hear this. But then she goes ahead and tells his daddy, Darnell, that, listen, I banged your son and you're not mad. He's like, no, I'm not mad. That's in the past. But then he goes to Emmett and is like, why would you propose to your girlfriend in front of your mistress? What's wrong with you? So he kind of took some digs at him, and I thought that was funny. And then we see this exchange where he tells him, we're going to have a date night, me, you, and her. And Emmett is all paranoid when he sees his fiance and Lala in there together. Dom, I'm sorry. When he sees his fiance and Dom in the kitchen, and they're talking about, making weed, mixing up weed and all this other stuff and all this stuff. He's worried that she's going to tell his fiance. He's so paranoid, but she's already told his father. So I'm like, the truth going to set you free because this thing is going crazy. So we see they're at home watching on the VCR, which was funny, Soul Food, and that scene where Vanessa Williams mentions how Faith, remember cousin Faith, slept with her husband, and she says that, and we see Emmett's fiance is like, yeah, kill him, he cheated. Emmett is sweating. His father's laughing at him. That was hilarious. But that whole thing is crazy to me. You had the father and the brother. You're a beautiful girl. You can find nobody else. But hey, no judgment. Whatever. It is what it is. But I thought all of that was hilarious. I really thought that was hilarious. And speaking of Emmett, let's talk about Emmett's mama, Jaden. Well, before we go into that, I think I have a crush. Well, I know I have a crush on Emmett's fiance. She's so fine. Damn, she fine. I might be too old for her, but damn, she fine. But no. All right, moving right along. Let's go right into into Emmett's mother, who's also fine. She's a lot of good looking women on this show. She fine too. I thought that was hilarious. Remember last season, she got her some happy endings with the masseuse. Well, it looks like the masseuse is feeling her, and now he wants to take her out on a date and all this. She told him, look, stop calling me Miss Washington, okay? So we'll see where that relationship blossoms to. What else happened? Oh, we got to go back to Keisha. I know I'm jumping around a little bit. I'm not going in order. Whatever. We go back to Keisha. The woman who's wanted to adopt her child tells the truth, tells her, listen, me and my husband are getting a divorce. And so we kind of put on that little front for you, but you saw through it. So I wanted to be transparent with you because I really want a child. But Keisha's like, no, I thank you for that. I understand. But my child needs to be in a 2-parent home. So you can't adopt. So we'll see where that goes as the season progresses. So we see Trig and Imani and the guy that looks like this is the police officer who brutalized his brother, who brutalized Jake, and he's jogging, and she's like, there he is right there. And Trig handles him, pistol whips him, and that's where the episode ended. But I want to say the episode was so good, man. It was good. This show, I enjoy this show because I always feel like I know the characters personally. I like shows that are well written and the characters are well thought out and interesting, and I love stuff like that. So I'm ready. I can't wait for the rest of the season. I'm glad they released this right here on the YouTube free right there. So some people who don't know the show can check that out. Then they can maybe go subscribe to Showtime or whatever and watch it for themselves. But anyway, tell me your thoughts. What did you like? Did you like this episode? Were you shocked like I was? Who shot Duda? I guess we'll see as the season progresses. Who shot him and why? Also, what's up with this dating the brother? Sleeping with the brother. Now you dating the father. What's up with that? And this thing with Gemma and oh man, that kind of, wow. That was like, we'll see how it plays out. But that was it. I thought it was a really solid episode. It looks like I'm reviewing this now because I had to get on here and talk about this. Thank you for watching. All my new people, what's up? Leave comments. Leave cool comments because we don't do that negative. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't do that going back and forth, getting cussed out, being called names and all that. We have fun over here. But come on in here. Let's have some fun. Let's keep it cool. Let's keep it fun. Keep it on the show. We don't attack. We do good like that over here. But thank you for watching. That's all I have. I will see you all in the next video and you all be blessed.